Hi students, it's Mr. Carlson. I want to work through the volume of a cylinder worksheet. That is found here on this document called Hoffman-Moore Math Modified Assignments. And it is this worksheet, volume of a cylinder worksheet right here. Okay, I'm going to paste the link right here when I'm done. And that looks like this worksheet right here. Before I get started real quick, I want to look at the answers here, which are a little different looking. If you see like number one, 396 pi feet cubed. So this would mean 396 times pi. They do this because pi is an irrational number. It's not an exact number. So they do this to be more accurate, but it kind of makes it just more confusing. So I will address this when we check our answers to this first one and kind of show you how to double check your answer. But we're still going to use 3.14 for pi, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Volume of a cylinder. Well, when we find volume of any shape, we find the area of the base shape, so in this case it's a circle, times the height of the shape, okay? To figure out how much space is inside these shapes, these cylinders, okay? So if you remember, the area of a circle is pi r squared, right? Pi r not round, pi r squared, okay? So if I draw my cylinder on another piece of paper, which I'm going to have to find. Okay, found some paper. And here it is, number one. This is the cylinder with a radius of 6 feet and a height of 11 feet. So again, the area of a circle is pi radius squared, okay? And we're going to use 3.14 for pi. So 3.14 times the radius is 6. Remember, radius is halfway across a circle. So that is 6. And then squared means times it by itself again. So 6 times 6. That's why I have that 2 times like that. All right. So when I put that in my calculator, 3.14 times 6 times 6, I get 113.04 or 113th and 400ths. Okay. But this is the area of the circle. Okay, I don't want area, we're finding volume, but we have to start with that area, okay? So we just found the area of that circle, but now we need to multiply that by the height because it's a three-dimensional shape. So we're kind of figuring out how many of these circles we can fit all throughout this shape, and that gives us the volume, okay? So if I take that 113 and 400ths times 11, I get this number, 1,243.44, and that is feet cubed. This is my volume of this cylinder, okay? Now, if you remember at the beginning, I told you the answers on this worksheet are a little different. Let me show you what I mean. Here, it says, oh, the answer is 396 times pi feet cubed is the answer. So really what this is their height times radius, and they just don't multiply it by pi, they show it. And so let me show you why my answer, why this answer right here is the same, okay? And this is how you can check your work too. So we did 3.14 times 6 times 6, but if you take that 396 like they have, so if you take that 396, which is right here, times pi, okay, times 3.14, look at what you get. And isn't that what I got for my answer? Okay? So when you check your answer, go ahead and just take the number that they give you, like this 396, times 3.14, and that should match what you have, okay? All right, let's do another one. Let's just jump to number 2. So number 2, this cylinder looks like it's kind of laying down, okay? But I have here's number 2 right here. I have a radius of 4 and a depth or height of 13, okay? So remember, first you have to find the area of this circle here, okay? So area of a circle is pi r squared, right? Area of a circle is pi r squared. So area equals 3.14 times the radius, which was 4, right? That's 4. So times 4 times 4, okay? So when I figure that out, that is 3.14 times 4 times 4, and that is 50.24. And then I also need to multiply that by the height, and the height is 13. So that times 13 gives me 653.12 inches cubed. So that is my answer right here. Okay, so if I go to the worksheet again, I can check my answer by taking that 208, that's what they give me right here, times 3.14, and look at that, 653.12. That is the same thing that I got when I worked it out, okay? So what have we done on these last 2 problems? We've taken the area of a circle, which is pi r squared, times the height. Okay? My wife is making lunch. She's doing great. This is the formula for volume of a cylinder, which it breaks down to the area of a circle times the height. Okay? So pi r squared times the height. Probably a better way to write that would be pi r squared h. Okay? You might see this a few different ways, but it doesn't really matter as long as you get the area of a circle times the height will give you the volume of a cylinder. All right? Email us with questions or any problems that you have, and we would love to help you out. Have a great day.